Hi, Chupirins. We left the casino and walked down the boardwalk to St. James Place, where we discovered this memorial to the first responders of 9/11. And on the right, you have the Twin Towers, one with a firefighter helmet, one with a police badge, and on the left, you have a police officer, a firefighter, and a police dog, all in the memory to all the lost at 9/11.
So we came to buy water because apparently we can't get water anywhere. Big bottles. Oh, finally, we found the gallon of water. Let's go. How many? Como dos o tres. Sí, para cocinar también. For cooking as well. Una más. Tomorrow we're gonna come here to the lighthouse. This is how it looks at night.
Once we got our big bottles of water, we drove around for a little bit and came across this historic boat that looked super cool. Unfortunately, there was no information in its vicinity, and when Googling it, I didn't find anything that looked like it or any landmark nearby. So I have no clue what it is. So if any of you are familiar with this boat or know about boats or know Atlantic City, please write in the comments below. I'm very curious to know what this boat was used for and any other information. In the meantime, enjoy the details because I did my best to really capture it because I just loved the details.
Atlantic City, you had something interesting for me. Boats. It's an old boat. Amazing.
Across from the boat, you can actually see the rest of the city on the other side. It's closed off.
En serio. This is the type of alcohol I drink.
Oh, it's not alcohol, baby. It's just water.
This is my type of drink. Let's go, baby.
This is how we woke up in the morning, and the view is incredible. Look at the beach, look at the clouds. Yes, it rained for a little bit, but it's marvelous. One of the best decisions we made this trip is to bring our own food, this thing I called an Airbnb picnic. After we had our food, we relaxed, we journaled, watched some more soccer, and more relaxing. Lunch came around and some more of our own food. I mean, look how delicious this looks and how it tastes even better.
Ay, no.
Let's go, USA! So we are on the second day in Atlantic City, and I didn't know Atlantic City had so many interesting facts. Atlantic City was built based on the game of Monopoly, and the city, the streets are just like a Monopoly game. And I thought that was really interesting. It was really inspired by that. But the city is actually really, really old, and it's one of the first resort in the United States. It's the first boardwalk that was built. And the reason why this was the first resort is because of its location. Atlantic City is also an island, just like New York City is. I didn't know Atlantic City is an island until I came here. And the first hotel that was built here was built by the railroad companies, and railroad companies built one of the biggest hotels, and this is how the city became a city.
Atlantic City experienced its biggest growth, also known as an economic boom because it was instant and rarely seen.
A big boom, and it was in the 1920s during the prohibition era, because this city did not get as much regulated as the other cities. Here is where people would come to drink. All the clubs, or I should say most of the clubs, served alcohol in like their back rooms. And so this is how the city really got their boom, a time when there was a lot of building going on in the city and many hotels were built, and then the casinos also started. That's how the city got really popular. Okay, so this is the building where we're staying in. So we have an amazing view. This is what we get to see, is the beach right here. For a very long time, until about the 2010, I believe, around 2010 is when Jersey or Atlantic City was the only city where you're allowed to gamble. So this city really held central place when it came to gambling and people coming to do this type of activities, because you couldn't do it in the tri-state areas nearby. Allowed gambling like Connecticut, New York, Maryland. And even before that, the city was already kind of losing the shine that it had before. One time that it was very specific is after the Rolling 20s, and that is when people started to drive more and more, where people didn't depend on the railroad to get to places, and that's how other places become to boom, and Atlantic City was slowly losing its charm and its place on the map. However, the city has this charm still, as I will show you, as you can see from the videos that we did. The city is still very much happening. Look how beautiful the boardwalk is, how gorgeous the casinos are, though it's not the season right now because we are in November, and this is mainly a place that people come for the summer, or people come that love to gamble. Oh my god, love that sunset. This is stunning. Ooh, this looks so good. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. Today there's more people around than there were, for example, yesterday or last night when we were walking, but it's still quiet. However, during the summer, this is a lot more happening. There's a lot of people here who have their own summer homes, people who have like a studio or an apartment that gets rented out as an Airbnb, which is really what we are doing. We're staying in an Airbnb, and because we are off season, it is something that is not expensive, but you still kind of step away from the city and you get to do something different outside of your routine, and this is the reason why we chose to come here. So one thing that you will see a lot of is casinos. That's what the city is known for. And for a long time, it actually held a title, which I found it so interesting, and that is that it was called the world's playground, because people will come here. It is the first city in so many ways, especially when it comes to
doing things that maybe not be the best for you, but people do it because, well, it's fun. For a city that is only about 40,000 people, I see quite a lot of homeless people, and I wonder if it's connected to the gambling world